In a significant development, the United States has announced a $32.5 million aid package to Nigeria aimed at combating the hunger crisis affecting the region. This funding marks a notable shift in U.S. foreign policy following the aid cuts implemented during President Donald Trump's administration through the U.S. Agency for International Development. The U.S. mission to Nigeria stated that this assistance will focus on providing food and nutritional support to internally displaced individuals living in conflict-affected areas. Northern Nigeria is currently facing an alarming hunger crisis, with estimates suggesting that over 1.3 million people will be left without food, and as many as 150 nutrition clinics in Borno states are at risk of closure. In July, the World Food Programme had to hold food assistance in several West and Central African nations.
Hello, my people. As you see in the thumbnail, that U.S. have approved $32 million in aid to combat hunger in Nigeria. But the question is, do Nigeria have people that are hungry, or they are starving, you know what I mean? And if you read the article, they say this is a rare move by Trump, because Trump have caught when he came into power. When he newly came into power, he have got some most of the international aid they give to other countries. America give to other countries. But we're asking the question: Is Nigeria have people starving there? Like, do they have famine there? Like, what's going on there? Like, they're giving this million in aid to Nigeria. And if you ask a Nigerian politician, I think he's gonna deny that there is a hunger, or some people there's a severe hunger in that country. But we don't know who these people, this money goes to, because sometimes we see they mention this amount of money is going on AIDS, but actually it doesn't. If you go there where they say this money is going, you don't see the effect of this money there, because $32 million is a big money. You can make a big impact if there is really hunger in that place. And they said this hunger is caused by displacement of where they have conflict in the northern Nigeria. I think this is where this most of this aid is gonna go, as they claim. But we know that anything that they call aid package is not really aid. This is a bribe. In my own opinion, this is a bribe to these African leaders. This is what they give to this Western country give to Africans, because if you're gonna give aid to people, it should have some mechanism, somebody on the ground, to make sure that this reach to the people that is going there. You can't just keep dishing out money to individual, to the government officials, and they're telling you that they're doing something about hunger, but they're not doing it. And the best way to deal with hunger is not even by giving aid money. I think if any country is not self-sufficient, like not produce their own food, because if Nigeria as a country can produce, have like a mechanized agricultural system, and they can produce their own food, there might not be no need for foreign aid to combat hunger. I'm talking about hunger. You can maybe help improve education, but not hunger, because if there's enough food in Nigeria, by farmers, they should be able to feed their own country, their own people. But there will be no need for this kind of headline of hunger, to combat hunger. You know what I mean? This is what we see in 80s, how the West portrays Africa. Like Africa, there's hunger in the continent, but in reality, there's hunger everywhere. But in Africa, it's not the worst case scenario. But this is what they portray us to do, like to be like this. We are dying of starvation. There's people suffering in America anyway. So that's why I know that this kind of, that's why I don't believe in this aid they're talking about giving. the West normally give to Africa, because it doesn't trickle down to people that need it. I'm not saying people doesn't need aid, need help in Africa, but when you're giving money and you're not giving it to people that need it, you're giving it to the government officials to as a bribe. It just you cannot trick everybody forever. You know what I mean? Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and like our video. Peace.